There's no drugs in there. You're more welcome to look
I'm
through
just going to search the car.
That's fine. But I don't have
you
no
waived your Fourth Amendment right. That's a condition of your probation anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So am I going to get locked up for that?
I suggest you just tell me the truth.
This encounter raises 4 legal questions: the basis for the traffic stop, the authority for the search, the mechanics of Georgia's weight-triggered trafficking statute, and why the mandatory minimum produced a 3-0-year outcome rather than the 1-0-year floor.
Hi, how are you?
All right. You have your driver's license with you, sir?
Cancel status.
Doing all right?
Yeah, how you been?
I'm doing all right. Tired?
Tired?
Yeah.
What you tired from?
It's a long day.
Been a long day?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Appreciate it, man. Whose car is this?
Mine.
It's yours?
It was my wife. I'm gonna go in the glove box, okay?
Huh?
I'm gonna go in the
He's
glove
got
box,
the title
okay?
in the,
Sure. I got the title, yeah.
You don't have a gun or nothing in there, do you?
I'm going through a divorce. It was in my wife's name. Now it's mine.
Yeah, the registration's canceled. That's one of the reasons I'm pulling you over.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Second reason.
Sticker and everything's good. I mean, I just put it in my name. Oh, I just got the title actually.
Yeah, he did.
I just signed it.
The second reason I'm pulling you over is because when you turn on right here, you drive in the middle of the road, dude. You good?
Yeah, I was looking at my. I didn't have it in my hand, but I was just. I looked
He's
at
listening
it.
to GPS.
You ain't supposed to drive and look at your phone.
Well, I wasn't holding it. I know.
Yeah, you still live in Covington?
I do. Well, yes, I can't. That's my address.
Let me hang on to this. Let's figure out your tag, okay?
Okay.
If you do me a favor, come right back here. We'll talk about it, all right?
All right.
All right. Can I reach down and get my vape?
Huh?
My vape is right here.
What you hunting?
My vape. See it?
Oh, I don't care if you use vape. Oh, 30 similar unit.
Any other units in the area of Eden Drive, Armistead Circle?
Sir, if you rest on that push bumper, I'll be with you in just a second. You have an ID with you, man?
Oh, yes. Hold on. My license. There you go.
5369,
Oh, that's not it.
Thank you, ma'am. You got on shoes?
Yeah, they're down here.
You put them on for me.
All right. Oh.
Bring you also closer than Cross Street.
You need me to get out?
You just leave that person here.
Okay.
You hear me?
Oh, my wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come right back here for me.
All right.
34, do you have traffic?
Shit, what's wrong with you? Why are you shaking so bad?
I'm not shaking. You are? How am I shaking?
Man, watch you. Stand right here.
I'm not shaking.
Come stand right here.
430 that.
Come right over here, buddy. Let's talk through this passenger side window, okay? You don't have no guns or knives on you,
No,
do you?
sir.
We'll see in your pocket right there.
My cell phone.
Huh?
My cell phone.
Your phone? No other weapons on you or nothing
No,
like
sir.
that? Appreciate it, man. Just stand at that passenger window. I'm going to talk to you through it.
With the windows of the police car rolled up, the officer verbally states what he just saw.
Says he had sores on his arms. I saw a plastic hose that I'm in a bag that you remove a license from. It's consistent with a methamphetamine homemade pipe.
He then rolls the windows down and questions the driver to see if his story holds up.
Where you headed to this evening, man?
Friend of mine up here.
Where?
Friend of mine on Reed Way up there.
Oh, I got you. What's your friend's name up there?
Eric.
Who?
Eric.
Eric?
Yes, sir.
What's Eric's last name?
Hall.
Paul? He expecting you?
And Eric and Tammy.
I hear you.
Yeah, we have no contact, so if she canceled the tag, I guess that's why I don't.
Yeah, she looks like that's what happened, man.
That's why she didn't want to tell me. The insurance just started on it. I didn't honestly didn't know about the tag. I hadn't sent that in yet because I got going through this divorce and I got 1,000 things running through my head at once. And I hadn't thought about sending that in yet.
Yeah, it looks like you got a no contact order with your wife.
Yes, sir.
So how many times have you been to your partner's house up here?
I've been there one other time.
One other time? And how long you been knowing Miss Jennifer here?
That's 8 months probably.
8 months. What's she on probation for, you know?
I don't know.
She never told you she's on probation?
Never told me.
No? Look, man, you ain't got no methamphetamine in your car, do you?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
You mind if I search the vehicle, make sure?
There's nothing in there.
Huh?
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
Okay, appreciate you. I'm gonna roll this window up, okay?
All right.
All right, buddy.
At this moment, things start to go downhill fast.
Miss Jones, What you on probation for?
See, in 2007, I got in trouble, and they got me for 2 ounces of marijuana.
2 ounces of marijuana?
Yeah, and then in Rockdale County in 2018, I was locked up for 27 grams of methamphetamines that didn't belong to me.
Okay.
I was in a vehicle.
Well, speaking of methamphetamines, when you went to remove your wallet from that bag,
Yeah.
I seen that tube you got in there, and you covered it up, so
It's
I couldn't
not
see
mine.
it
It
no more.
belonged to
You
somebody
ain't got no
else.
meth in the car.
No, there's nothing like that anymore.
What was that tube for?
Somebody had gave it to me and put it in my. All right.
Somebody, now hold on now.
Where I was,
Just listen to yourself.
I'm being honest.
You're on felony probation for dope charges.
Yeah.
Somebody gave you a tube that resembles a homemade bone. You just took it and stuck it in your bag. Now, how much sense does that make?
9.
You got some dope in your bag.
No, I don't have any dope. There's no drugs in there. You're more welcome to look
I'm
through
just gonna search the
That's fine. But I don't have no
you waived
drugs.
your Fourth Amendment right. That's a condition of your probation anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So am I gonna get locked up for that?
I suggest you just tell me the truth.
I am.
I don't think you are.
It's mine. I don't have anything. I really don't. That's the only thing I have. Is that bottle. I don't even have nothing else.
That bone?
Yeah. There's nothing else. There's no other.
Hang on.
That's part of the divorce right there, all
You got a meth problem? Don't know where that came from? What about these like 8 digital scales all in your car?
What was that? Where were they at?
Huh?
Where were those at? I don't.
Oh,
Those aren't my scales.
One in your door panel?
My wife, not ex-wife, soon to be ex-wife, packed all this stuff in my car. So I had to leave the house. She threw all this stuff in my car. I had to go.
That's wrong.
She threw all this stuff, all these bags. I don't even know what's in these bags. She put all that in the car. That's why it's so neat. It's just all.
There was
thrown
a
in
kilo in a suitcase. You think that'd be about excuse?
There. It wouldn't.
Defense?
It wouldn't.
No.
But my wife packed all these bags right here. I'm saying that's why all this stuff is just thrown on top of them, because she didn't care. She just threw everything in. It's a nasty divorce.
Then he notices the woman crying.
Miss Jones, come back here.
Ready?
You got some dope on you.
No, sir.
Look at me. You got some dope on you.
Negative on the TV.
I think you full of. Give me the dope.
It's not mine.
Give me the
I don't
dope.
want to go to jail.
Give me the dope. See how easy that was. What you doing with all this dope on you? You got 5 scales in your bag. You got meth residue with a bag in there, all in your bag, and you got meth in your bra and it ain't yours.
I promise.
It's hard to deny possession, Miss Jones.
I know. I just want to go back to prison.
You on felony probation for the same? Got any more on you?
No, sir.
Well, you have to ride with me. I mean, you got an ounce here.
Mine, please.
It's trafficking.
Please. It's not
What are
mine.
you doing?
It's not.
I appreciate your honesty, but look at me for a minute. You need to use this to hit rock bottom and change your life, man. You got a drug problem.
It's not mine.
It doesn't. How you gonna say it's not yours? I already saw the bong in your bag when I walked up there. Come on over here. You got no more on you.
Now I got a bowl over me.
Huh?
I have a bowl over me.
Give me the bowl. Give it all to me now. Okay?
This is it right here, I promise.
You got this marijuana blunt in there.
I forgot about that. I didn't.
What are you doing?
Oh, I just wanted to go home.
You got any more on you?
No, sir.
You ain't got nothing down in your britches and
No,
nothing
I
stupid
don't
like
have-
that. Listen, I've been doing this 20 years.
I promise I
I
don't.
know all the places females like to hide things.
I promise I don't. You can take me to the hospital. Have me
All right,
checked.
come over here. Yeah, you're gonna have to go with me. I'm sorry. You can't ride around like this, man.
It's not even mine.
It doesn't matter. You have it in your possession. What are you doing? Where'd it come from? Come on. Wes. Put her in handcuffs.
The stop rests on two independently sufficient bases. Under Whren v. United States, 1996, any observed traffic violation provides a constitutionally sufficient basis for a vehicle stop. Cancelled registration and the hands-free law violation each independently satisfy that standard. Either alone makes the stop unassailable. The search authority operates on three independent tracks. First, the driver's explicit consent fully admissible under Schneckloth v. Bustamonte, 1973. Second, the plain view observation of a meth pipe when Jennifer retrieved her ID seizure authorized under Horton v. California, 1990%, without any additional justification. Third, and most dispositive, Jennifer was on active felony probation. Under United States v. Knights, 2001, and O.C.G.A. Section 42838, probationers waive their Fourth Amendment right against warrantless searches as a condition of release. The officer stated this on camera. You raised your Fourth Amendment right as a condition of your probation anyway. That single fact rendered every other search authority redundant. Jennifer had no constitutional protection to assert. Georgia's methamphetamine trafficking statute, O.C.G.A. Section 161331 is weight-triggered, not intent-triggered. Possession of 28 grams or more is the only element beyond the identity of the substance. The prosecution is not required to prove intent to sell, distribute, or deliver. Jennifer's claim that the drugs were not hers is legally irrelevant to the trafficking charge. The drugs were found on her person. That is sufficient. The sentencing range for 28 to 199 grams is 10 to 30 years, a mandatory minimum, not a guideline. The judge is legally required to sentence within that range, unless the prosecution agrees to reduce the charge. Jennifer received 30 years, the statutory maximum for her weight tier. The question is not whether the mandatory minimum applied. It is why she received the maximum rather than the minimum. Three aggravating factors produced the maximum. First, a 2007 marijuana conviction. Second, a 2018 methamphetamine conviction. Third, and most consequential, she was on active felony probation for that 2018 meth offense at the time of this arrest. Under O.C.G.A. Section 17101, probation status at the time of a new felony is a serious aggravating factor. It signals to the court that prior supervision, prior sentences, and prior rehabilitation opportunities did not work. The Miranda advisement at the jail was correctly timed. Field questioning during an investigative detention does not require Miranda under Berkemer v. McCarty, 1984. Once Jennifer was in custody and the officer sought further statements, the warning was required and given. Jennifer waived and continued talking. Her post-Miranda admissions acknowledging the bong and marijuana as hers are admissible as voluntary post-custodial statements.
God damn, man. Look at all this.
It's not mine. What was that?
Don't say anything about it.
What was that?
You lying? You're a liar. That's what you are. You a liar.
Okay.
Yeah, he's bringing it, Bill.
Say I'm a liar.
You are. Exactly what you are.
Seriously.
Where was it at?
You got anything you need to get out? I'm going to have to tell your vehicle registration's canceled. Don't have registration.
My wallet. My wallet.
Huh?
My wallet.
Where's your wallet?
Should be on the.
I'll get it for you.
First, last name Powell, P-O-W-E-L-L, first name Joy. Second, last name Powell, last name first name Rand.
Here is the butane torch I initially saw I saw the sores on that gentleman's arm. This lady went to get her ID out of the purse. I saw the tube of this bong hanging out. She tried to cover it up with the purse. This is the actual bong and tube. She admitted to that once I did a roadside interview with her at the rear of the vehicle after having an exit. Once I again, here's another hose that was in the bag as well. Once I was searching the vehicle, I looked back at her a couple times. She's sitting down, breathing very heavily, sweating profusely, signs of nervousness. Here is the bag of residue, methamphetamine residue I found in this bag as well, which was with her belongings. Numerous digital scales were found in here. Numerous digital scales. As a result of that, due to her body language, the sweating profusely, the breathing heavily, I felt very confident in my experience of doing this job that there was possibly methamphetamine on her person, at which point I simply asked her to give me the dope referring to methamphetamine, at which point she reached in the ball and gave me the meth. You mind us checking you out, making sure? Just turn around, put your hands on the push bumper. Spread your legs apart for me, sir. You got somebody come get you? Well, your buddy lives up the street.
He lives right up there.
Where's your phone at? Which one's yours? You got it on you? Alright, you can walk or you can call him to come get you, one or the other.
We're towing it?
Yeah, I'm towing it. It has no registration, sir.
So she just canceled the
It's
tag.
canceled. It doesn't have a tag. You can't operate a vehicle without registration, sir.
Yeah, I understand. I didn't know that she canceled the tag. I have no contact, so she didn't tell me she canceled it.
Do what now?
I have no contact, so she didn't tell me she canceled it.
Because she can cancel the plate at any time because it's in her name.
Even going through a divorce, I thought she didn't do that.
Yes, sir. She can cancel the registration. She has the right to do that. And you stop driving in the middle of the road. Stop looking at your phone. There's hands-free law for that, okay?
Well, I thought it was okay because I had it in my lap. I wasn't actually holding it about it.
That's the purpose of the hands-free law, so you don't run in the center line of the roadway, sir. I'm going to write you a warning for that. Hang on. I'm going to give you a warning for the cancel registration because I'm being a little understanding of your circumstances, but it doesn't neglect the fact that the vehicle has no registration.
I understand. I didn't know she did it.
Yes, sir. Hang on, ma'am. Hang on. You what now?
Can I get his phone number before I go?
Yeah, I got your phone.
No, I don't have his number.
I'll write it down for you. How about
Please.
that? Okay. You got some air?
He was mine.
Okay. All right, man. Here's your title badge. When did you go through divorce?
Now, she told me Thursday that she wanted to.
When did you file for divorce?
I didn't. She did. She served. I got served yesterday.
Yesterday? How long y'all been separated?
My divorce papers are in here.
Huh?
My divorce papers that I got served, they're in the car.
She canceled. So, what it is, she bought the decal for this year, 2025. She canceled it in April. So that's why I showed it expired and canceled.
265 East Variable Street, Walton Road.
I got the date on here.
Walton Road, VA.
I gave you a warning for that, a warning for driving in the middle of the road, and a warning for being on your cell phone. You're self-admitted to being less than hands-free, okay? All right. You can walk or call your buddy.
I'll walk. He's right over here.
All right. Take it easy.
I told him that I was told I couldn't cancel my utilities.
What now?
I was told I couldn't cancel my utilities at our home that she stayed in. So she canceled the tag, though. It's not, how can she do that?
The vehicle's in her name.
Radio. 314
The utilities are there,
38, and I'll be in
cancel those.
1065.
Part of the divorce, I couldn't cancel them.
Okay, well, if that was part of your divorce agreement,
Sierra Bravo Yankee
then
7094.
you got served when?
SDY 7094.
Okay, again, the tag was canceled back in April, so that's going to be outside of the terms of your divorce agreement. And even if that was the case, that would be an issue. You would have to take her back in front of a judge and take up with it.
So I've been driving with a bad tag for 3 months?
Yes. All right, man. Take it easy. All right, with those double doors, okay? All right.
It wasn't mine, the blood was.
What is it then?
It was his.
That why he ran off the road? Giving you dope?
I deserve this.
You know, your own felony probation, hang on, right here. For the same thing, you know better than to take that and hold it. Now, you know better than that.
I was thinking.
Let's take it in. You're not understanding.
I know. I understand.
Let me explain something to you before we talk anymore. Alright? I'm going to explain you of your rights. You do have a right to remain silent. Anything you say cannot be used against you in the court of law. Okay, have these rights in mind. Do you wish to continue talking to me about what's going on tonight? Yeah? Okay.
It's not going to help, I know.
What you're not understanding, though, Miss Jones, is I hear what you're saying.
I know, but
You leave me with no other evidence. It all points to you. You see what I'm saying? The law says you cannot knowingly possess illegal narcotics. Now, if you took dope from him and stuck it in your bra, you can't sit here and say you didn't knowingly possess methamphetamine.
My nose, please.
Huh?
My nose. Can I wipe it?
Yes, you can. That's the issue, ma'am. Of course, he says he don't know.
He gets to go.
And I have to go on evidence. I can't go on your word against his, but in this particular case, everything's on you and in your possession. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I can't.
He didn't give you his number either, did he?
Yeah, I do have your number. I do have a number. I don't know if I'd want it at this point. You see, that puzzles me too. Why would you even want to talk to this dude? If what you're telling me is true?
Yes. Just wanted to admit it. I don't fucking. I admit the weed was mine. And the ball was mine. The ball was in my bra was mine. But the dope wasn't mine. I don't even have a job.
Well, I hear what you're saying. And I'm going to document that he was there. And I'm going to document what you told me. If the district attorney finds that sufficient enough to file some charges against him, then they'll do it, okay? But right now, my hands are tied because I don't have the evidence to charge him with anything. You understand what I'm telling you? I knew when you and I initially talked at the front of the truck and you started crying that you had something you weren't supposed to have. I've been doing this 20 years.
I know. My granddaddy was in the law enforcement in Newton County for a long time, my whole life.
Well,
everything
happens for... Listen to me. Everything happens for a reason, Miss Jones. I hope you take this opportunity to turn your life around. I know it's bad at the moment. And you're scared.
That's the crazy thing. I just got out of prison, man, 2020.
You should, that's why I say you should know better. You didn't have to... I know it, but you didn't have to hold that. Nobody.
I did, but I didn't know he was gonna. I didn't know he was gonna take his own.
I think you need to get yourself some help, man. That's what I think.
It really wasn't my stuff.
It ain't worth all this, I promise you.
The charge I got in Rockdale wasn't even mine. It belonged to somebody else.
Are you doing the same thing you're doing now?
And I was...
Right? Is that what you're telling me? You was holding dope for somebody else in too?
No, I didn't even know it was in the same vicinity as me. I didn't know it was in the vehicle. It was in the back seat, in the back pocket. Where I was sitting at. I didn't even know it was in there.
Right.
But because of where I was sitting at, they charged me with it.
The officer receives an A. The stop, the search, and the arrest are each legally bulletproof on independent grounds. The plain view observation was documented before the search began. The probationary waiver was articulated on camera. Miranda was administered at the correct moment. The decision to release the driver while documenting Jennifer's claims for DA review reflects sound probable cause judgment rather than improvised charging. Jennifer receives a D. The 3-0-year sentence is the mandatory maximum for her weight tier, and the arithmetic of her history made it the predictable outcome from the moment the drugs were found. A repeat offender on active probation for the same class of offense has exhausted the sentencing leniency available to first-time defendants. The law does not provide a second floor for third offenses. The driver receives a C+. He was cooperative and honest about the registration. The deduction reflects the multiple digital scales in his vehicle not adequately explained by the divorce narrative and the visible drug use indicators noted by the officer. His release reflects the absence of direct evidence linking him to the controlled substance, not the absence of questions. 2 lessons. First, probation is not freedom. Every condition attached to a probationary sentence, including the Fourth Amendment waiver, is a legal constraint that operates continuously. Carrying contraband while on felony drug probation does not expose a person to enhanced risk. It eliminates the constitutional protections that might otherwise limit that risk. The waiver is not theoretical. This footage is what it looks like in practice. Second, weight-based mandatory minimums remove judicial discretion at the threshold, not within the range. Once 28 grams are established, the floor is 10 years. Where within that range the sentence falls is determined by history, aggravating factors, and prosecutorial decisions about charge reduction. Jennifer's history moved the sentence from the floor to the ceiling. Understanding how mandatory minimums work and what drives outcomes within the range is the legal literacy this case demands. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for even more police interaction and courtroom content.